just trying to be mindful of how you can be in the Christmas spirit, knowing that your band, your group is in turmoil. Like you had to kick one guy out, and people are going to ask you about it nonstop. Not a very good environment to promote a regular standard album and then a Christmas EP on the back end of that. But somehow, New Edition was able to make it work. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to day number 11 of the 25 Days of Christmas here on the Groove Line. I'm your host, Chris Stevens. Hopefully you all are doing well out there. 2 weeks left in the series, and we've been doing songs up to this point, but we're going to move into albums. I mean, we'll still be doing separate songs, of course, but we got to talk about albums, and in this case, an EP. So today we are talking about this dandy, New Edition, Christmas All Over the World. And Christmas All Over the World was released on November 18th, 1985, just 12 days after New Edition put out the All for Love album. Now, this was a tough stretch for the NE boys because as we covered in the All for Love episode, Bobby Brown had been asked to leave by the time these albums were being rolled out. So imagine you've got 2 albums that you need to promote if you're Ralph Tresvant, Ricky Bell, Ronnie DeVoe, and Mike Bivins. Y'all have to figure out a way. I mean, obviously you have management and PR reps and A&Rs and label execs, telling you guys what to do because Ronnie was the oldest. Ronnie and Ricky are the oldest. They're 18 at this point. Mike and Ralph are 17. So I mean, these are still very young kids. And you're going on radio stations, you're going on Video Soul and all of that, and people are like, so where's Bobby? What's going on with Bobby? And then you're probably gonna have to say, well, things aren't working out with Bobby the way we want, but we wish him the best and blah, 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 blah. That had to be incredibly awkward. Absolutely incredibly awkward. But it's the music business. For crying out loud, there have been group breakups, band dissolvements since the beginning of time. And they're still going on today. So there's nothing new under the sun in that regard. But in that space, it probably had to feel really weird that the 5 of you guys blew up and then one just sort of went rogue. Y'all had to ask him to leave. Well, you didn't ask him to leave. You kicked him out. Now it's the 4 of y'all having to promote 2 albums back to back to back. Very awkward. But as far as the New Edition Christmas LP, it's Christmas All Over the World. It's what you would expect. I mean, there are a couple of covers on there. I mean, there's, Give Love on Christmas Day, Happy Holidays to You, which is a whisper song, actually, which was written by Mark Wood of Lakeside, which, hello, Lakeside has had a very awkward sort of thing going on. If you haven't watched Lakeside Unsung, highly recommend you watch that. And, of course, they have a couple of originals. It's Christmas All Over the World, was a part of a Christmas movie that I can't remember at this point in time, but anybody who was around in 1985 will gladly let me know what Christmas movie that is. And then, of course, All I Want for Christmas Is My Girl. And it's always so funny to think that Christmas albums are supposed to be like really reason for the seasoning, but they just could not resist putting a song on there about teenage boys wanting their girlfriends for Christmas. I mean, let's be honest about it. Those New Edition dudes, they had the girls' attention back in the day. I mean, and those girls still have attention on New Edition now that they're all good and grown. Like, imagine that these dudes are closing in on 60. Think about that. Johnny Gill, he's going to be the first one. He turns 60 next May. Ronnie DeVoe and Ralph and Ricky Bell turned 60 in 2027. Then in 2028, it's Ralph and Mike, and then in 2029, I know we're doing a lot of heavy lifting considering the state of the world today. But if we get to 2029, that's when Bobby Brown turns 60. I mean, these dudes are literally senior citizens, for lack of a better word. I mean, middle-aged. I mean, I can't call them senior citizens because I'm 44. I mean, I'm not that much younger than them. I mean, I'm about 15 years younger than them. But I mean, these dudes are literally up there now. But they really, still perform. They still put out great work. They still do shows and different things of that nature. But just thinking about It's Christmas All Over the World, it was just an awkward time in the history of New Edition. I mean, the Under the Blue Moon, we'll get to that when we, celebrate the 40th anniversary of that album next year. But just trying to be mindful of how you can be in the Christmas spirit, knowing that your band, your group is in turmoil. Like you had to kick one guy out, and people are going to ask you about it nonstop. Not a very good environment to promote a regular standard album and then a Christmas EP on the back end of that. But somehow, New Edition was able to make it work. It's Christmas all over the world. It's an EP I recommend. If you like it, let me know what you think. If you remember it, let me know what you think. That's what the comments are for. That's going to do it for day 11 of the 25 Days of Christmas here on the Groove Line. Greatly appreciate y'all as always. Contact information will be in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe and tap that notification bell so you're notified of all the new videos and episodes that drop on this channel. I'm working on some more interviews, so stay tuned for those. And don't forget to like and comment on the videos. I'll talk back in the comments. We always have a good conversation in the comments, and you're welcome to join us. So thank you for riding with us on the Groove Line, and until the next time we ride, may you find the groove, or may the groove find you.